Hello my friends, in this video we'll start learning about the res folder in Android Studio. The res folder, short for resources, is a crucial directory within your Android project structure. It contains various types of resources that your app uses to provide different aspects of its user interface, such as layouts, strings, images, colors, styles, and more. These resources are organized into subdirectories within the res folder, each serving a specific purpose. Let's start with the drawable. This directory holds image files like PNG, JPG, XML drawables that your app uses for visual elements like icons, backgrounds, and image views. So for example, if I have this JPG file background, I can place it in the drawable as done before and make sure that starting with the small letters and no numbers and no spaces in the name. Click OK. You inserted this background.jpg image in the drawable folder. I can use this in the application. For example, this background, I can specify the reference, which is the drawable folder, and I'll name the background image, so it will be set it as the background of my constraint layout, as done before. Moreover, you can create drawable shapes using XML files to define simple graphics and backgrounds that can be used as drawable resource. These drawable shapes can be used for things like buttons, backgrounds, progress bars, and more. Let's create an example of a custom drawable shape. Go to drawable, click new, select drawable resource file, and I'll name it as rounded_button. Click OK, and this is the file rounded_button.xml. It's placed in the drawable. Here is the shape. You can see it. I replaced the selector with the shape in order to define that it is a shape that we need to use it for our buttons. And I'll start with the Android shape parameter, which is rectangle. You can define other shapes like line, oval, rectangle, or ring. I'll start with the rectangle. Now, inside the shape, and by the way, the shape rectangle indicates that we're creating a rectangle shape. Like this. I'll start with the solid tag, and inside this tag I'll start with Android color, and here you specify either the hex color code or you can create colors in the color.xml. Later on we'll talk about this colors.xml file. This is the hex code for this blue color. You can see it's a rectangle, it's solid, the fill color will be blue. Now let's define the corner. So the corner radius giving the shape rounded corners. Corners tag, Android radius, and here I'll specify it's as 8 dp. You can see the shape is rounded. You can increase it like 12, like 20, so you can see it's more rounded. I'll use the tag size. Size sets the width and height of the shape. I'll create it as 200 dp and the width would be 60 dp. It's vertical. I need to make it as horizontal. So I'll use the height 60 and 200 as width. Now you can use this drawable shape in your layouts or other drawable resources. For example, if I go to the main activity here, and I'll create a button. Maybe you are asking that this blue color is for background, but it is not applied. This is due to the material design that we are using. So this button tag is applying, and it's a part of the material design that it is in the themes. So later on we'll talk about themes, we'll talk about this material themes. A quick fix you can use here, background tint app background tint equal at null. So you can see that I applied the custom shape for my button.